junior residents. May I ask you, do you know who's this person? William Holston. Yeah, you're right. William Holston, the famous surgeon of Hopkins. He's the first surgeon to institute or to introduce the notion of apprenticeship in surgical training. But that means that you learn, and that means a gradual transfer of responsibility and task. In simple words, you learn from your boss. You go there, you see how he does it, you do one, you assist him one, and eventually you turn. There is no structured training outside the OR. And this has remained for a long time. For a century, this remained as a cornerstone for surgical training. Brief talk about simulation. This is our old friend, Bayam, if you remember him. I guess he's a big vascular surgeon on this stage. He's here in the lab trying to learn how to set up the robot. So why simulation in training? As I said, the Halstead theory or method of way of training surgical residents can no longer be applied. It's the pressure of time, pressure of ethical issues. Remember, you don't want someone to come and learn how to put a program or robot in you or to try to learn a new procedure on a patient. There's some ethical issue regarding that. And also there is a pressure from the hospital management regarding more time and more importantly, due to our restrictions and also the medical legal pressure. There is also increasing technical innovation, which exponentially increases the need and the number of MIS skills that need to be learned. So overall, there was a tendency that people should try to find a new way or a new technique to learn these skills, preferably outside the OR. So, what is a simulation training? It's acquisition of surgical skills out of the OR and all its restrictions. And this was inspired by the more than 50 years of success in the aeronautics sector. They spend a lot of money, and now that's involving airplanes and even cars and automobiles. There are three broad categories or models of simulation. You can just look at them. The virtual reality one is reusable, minimal setup, and endless variation. And you can use this really to learn basic skills for mainly for junior doctors. The bots or mechanical ones, they are cheap, usable. Actually, this one you can even set it up yourself. You can get some of the elements from the lab, from the OR, and but it has a very low fidelity. And trainees normally don't like it because it's very demanding. But it's again used for basic skills and for new training. Animal models, obviously this is the best. It's high fidelity. You can practice anything in stages, doing procedures. But I mean, there is a cost for that, and it's obviously single use, and it's used for advanced skill. I don't know if you know, the pegs that we get in the lab here every weekend, each peg costs around $1,000. This is just to get it. And imagine the personnel around, the people who are helping us doing all this training in the lab. So this is just an example of, this is the simplest one. I think all of us have one of these at home. We use it for just, as I said, basic surgical skills. And the virtual reality one is the one now is the main one, and we use it in our lab here and simulation of the robotic and laparoscopic training. The main advantage of this is it's automatic and it's instantaneous, and it measures performance as well. So that's very important because you can monitor the progress of the technical skill performed by residents, and also it has a feedback, and that's helped again in the process of evaluation, and it records trainee performance in a database, and that can always be used for studies and evaluations. This is the MIST virtual reality used for basic skill, but it doesn't doesn't have any haptics, so there is no feedback. One of the older versions. And now this is the lamp sim. It is more realistic, allow you to do a more realistic task compared to the MIST. It has 3 levels of difficulty, and it's used for advanced tasks such as laparoscopic suturing and running small bowel, and you can do even procedures like cholecystectomy and gastric bypass. This is another one, the lab mentor. It has a haptic feedback, and it's used for basic tasks. You can use procedure, do procedure as well. So does the simulator do they have any impact in clinical practice? Irrespective of the types, the ultimate consideration is they must have they must effectively and successfully contribute to the acquisition of the laparoscopic procedure or robotic procedure skills that is in question. So Sutherland had 80 to 90 of programs for set skill labs. But if you look carefully, when I looked at carefully, this was a self-reporting method of the thing. So people will say, oh, we have this skill lab, but you don't exactly know how efficient or how good these labs are. He found there very, as I said, significant variability in the available labs. There is a combined American College of Surgeons and Association of Program Director combined effort to try to come up with a standardized kind of curriculum for residents pursuing training in surgery, and especially in minimally invasive surgery. Summary to this, I think the training out of the OR, especially using the virtual reality training, is very important and is valid, and we should all take advantage of it. It avoids all the issues of ethical issues, pressure on time of the OR, and can give you a good experience before transferring this to the OR experience. I would like here to thank Dr. Donati and all the faculty for the effort they are doing for lab. We should all be proud. We have a very well-equipped lab here. Actually, if you look here, we have 2 Da Vinci robotic systems, 3 robotic surgical simulators, and we have proficiency-based training that evaluate both junior and senior residents every year. And recently, they published or they distributed the booklet, and we should all really, I personally, being a chief resident graduating hopefully very soon, I will encourage my junior colleagues to take full advantage of this lab. It's available there, the personnel there are very helpful. Many times, if I have free time, I call within half an hour, I get someone to open the lab for me. And I think we should all take advantage of this, and it will definitely help. Thank you very much.
First of all, thank you for a very good review, comprehensive. And a couple of comments on specifically on minimal invasive surgery and why we should invest in education in this field. Are we convinced that the future of surgery is in that direction or not? That's is the key point. And as I told you before, finally, in my opinion, there are 2 basic concepts that that are the reason for the future success of more and more surgery will be done in that patient. One is the concept of selectiveness, to avoid the collateral damages. It means that if you can do a selective target surgery, avoiding distraction, inflammation, and that is the goal, with all the positive impact of that concept. And the second is digital interaction with the anatomical target. So our human capabilities of interaction with the target is another basic concept that will allow the future of this approach, because of the digital interaction, you will be able to make a more sophisticated evaluation, intraoperative evaluation. Connected to this concept is the simulation. If we will have a more and more digital interaction with the tissue, of course, a digital interaction means that we can introduce the same environment in simulation, which could be the role of simulation in the future. Bigger and bigger and bigger. Think about now we have, say, ridiculous primitive models. I was looking at the laparoscopic box. That's ridiculous. Imagine one day you can simulate a real operation. So simply, instead of having cartoons and images, you will have real anatomical images, and you can do the operation entirely in a